Hi, this is Tom from Promptly. Now, let's imagine for a second that I'm an employee of Dunder Mifflin from the office, and I just woke up to all of these emails in the morning from customers. Stephen has a question about looking for an internship. Leah is about refund. June about pricing. John about paper, and so forth. Now, one thing I could do is spend my morning replying to all of these emails to make sure that the customers see through to their questions, or I could use Promptly to manage these replies on my behalf. Let's see how that works. So first, to use Promptly, we could insert public information about the company into the knowledge base. So first, we can click on the Add Source button and decide whether to add source through a link or text entry. So in the case of a link, we have here a Notion doc where we have the answers to frequently asked questions about Dunder Mifflin. What is Dunder Mifflin? How can I buy paper, printers, and so forth? So going back into it, copying the link and call it Dunder Mifflin FAQ, and then pasting the link right here. Now, for our case, it was a Notion doc, but for your company, it could be the section of a landing page with Q&As. It could be technical documentation. It could be a help center. Anything that is publicly available Promptly can extract the information. So we can also add another source as well through text entry, because of course we also have a spreadsheet of just a lot of data about Dunder Mifflin. So let's call this Dunder Mifflin internal knowledge and pasting the link right here. So this could be, rather than a spreadsheet, perhaps a document, a PDF, any sort of text information about your company could also be added directly. So now that the knowledge is added into the system, we can see Promptly working in action. So let's go to Leah's question about refund. Leah asks, hi, I'm a representative of the Winner Corporation. How can we cancel the last shipment of paper? So we could, instead of clicking on reply, which is the normal button, we can click on Promptly reply right here and see that Promptly automatically generates a response. Hi, Leah, you can cancel your last shipment of order of paper by sending us the order confirmation code. Now, this is all information that is extracted directly from the knowledge base that we just entered so that we can see here. And let's just send this to Leah. She gets the response. Awesome. Try this again with another email. We can go for Chris's question about Dunder Mifflin. Hi, I'm curious to know what the core business of Dunder Mifflin is. Hitting a Promptly reply one more time. Oh, wow, it's a longer one. Hi, Chris. Dunder Mifflin is it's a very long response. We can, of course, edit this to the need. Let's say we only need the first part of it here. That's reply, and then we could just send that. Let's do one more for the sake of it. Let's say June has a question about paper pricing. Hitting on Promptly reply one more time. Hi, June. Dunder Mifflin sells paper for $9.78 a ream with a current 7% discount. And there we go. We can, of course, send this to June as well. Now, this doesn't only work for older emails. This can also work for new emails as well. So let's say we have an incoming email. In our case, let's see here, from Tom, who has a very urgent question about his Sabre printer catching on fire. The Promptly reply also works here in this case as well. We can see that. Click on it. There is a response on what to do when your Sabre printer catches on fire. Let's let Tom know that. Awesome. So there are some questions that don't have automated responses for. For example, an email about potential collaboration. Promptly just detects that there is not a viable response to this and that it should be managed manually. So in our case, there is no automated response button. We just have to read this email and answer directly. And we think that this also makes a lot of sense because if, for example, on topics of collaboration, this really requires the user to decide whether instead of getting an automated response. Over time, Promptly also learns from your writing style so that it could send emails that is within your brand and messaging of the company, and really learn from the way you approach replying to these emails. You can try Promptly out today, just directly on our website for 10 emails a month for free with no credit card required. And then also, of course, other plans later in the future if you need it. Thank you so much for your time, and this is Promptly.